a good time. On WBON. Hey! Like right now. Wow! WBON. Makes the week go fast. Makes the weekend last and last. WBON. Every Saturday night, rock sundown. Country people in wagons coming from miles around. Drinking cold liquor from a basin fruit jar. Burning that turkey sucking that no catfishing for me. Got me some butter beans. Every Saturday night. And as long as I'm able, gonna do the same thing again. My head is so bad, but it don't change. I be so tore down, I don't even know my name. Big sweet and fun. But oh, just fishing for me through. Gotta have some fun. Got me some butter beans. Butter beans and good and true. Oh, every Saturday night. Every Saturday night. Monday. Get your damn flow. Monday. Tuesday. I got a milk cow. Y'all know about it. Got a milk cow. Wednesday. I got a whistle dog. Talk about Wednesday. Thursday. I got a slaughter home and I didn't even shave out. I said Thursday. Friday. Friday. Well, what's the sixth day of the week? Friday. Well, Friday. Friday. Now, what is God?
All right, folks, welcome to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. Sir Henry Cheatham coming to you live via my YouTube channel here on WVON 1690 AM. This is Classic Blues and R&B coming to you, folks, from the middle part of North America. Welcome to Classic Blues and R&B. This is where you come to get all of your great American real music from right here. When you enter the classic blues and R&B juke joint, you know you're at the right club. You're at the right club where you can get, the right great blues, a healthy shot of soul, and your much needed dose of R&B, rhythm and blues. That's right. Blues, beer, and barbecue is the real red, white, and blue, the U.S. of A. Musically. That's right. Once you bite into that stuff, you enjoy it. Makes you feel good. Make you even look good too. I got on my best cologne and all that stuff. And I'm smelling good, got on my best suit and all that. Hey, I know I'm all right when I do all that stuff. Once you get here to great at classic blues and R&B, you've found the great call letters of WVON 1690 AM. Call letters with a heritage and a legacy. We're coming to you from the middle part of North America, a place we call the United States of America. As I say every week, we claim jump this joker. We make America ours. We are the Americans. I said that to a Canadian, and they said they were about to agree with me. Then all of a sudden they said, "What? I'm an American too." I said, "You're absolutely right." Yeah, we are Canada is to the north of us; those are our American neighbors, and Mexico to the south of us; those are our southern neighbors. We're glad you could join us here tonight for another week of entertainment here on WVON 1690 AM. Coming to you from my home studios, still working on some bugs. I got my exterminator. My man Mellow Mitch is over on the other side over there. He's turning the dials for me, making sure that I sound all right. I guess I sound okay. That I'm coming through to you. And, hopefully that I am here on this Saturday night, Sunday morning. Coming up, we'll be here until 2 a.m. playing you the best of American music, some classic music, and some new music that we just gotten in and all of that stuff. Remember, folks, ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. Don't you ever forget that. Ignorance will have you cursing your mother out or your father out, saying you haven't done anything for me. That's what ignorance would do. But then that becomes stupidity too. So at a certain point. So you want to make sure that you learn as much as you can, and hey, you'll be all right. It'll be a good thing when you learn it. It's ask Mitch over there, my man Mitch. How you doing over there, man? I know you probably checking everything out, making sure everything is well. We do this every Saturday night, Sunday morning, right here on WVON 1690 AM. We come to you live most of the time. Every now and then we have some Memorex. I don't know, you can't call it Memorex anymore because a bunch of ones and zeros, or zeros and ones, or whatever the hell you want to call it, that we come to you as in a digital form. We do it. What they say, Mr. Edward J. Williams, he the one who said that ignorance, I'm not claiming that, but I tell you, it's a great quote that ignorance is the most costly crop that any man or woman can come up with, produce, any community can produce. Dr. George Washington Carver said, "Be clean inside and out. Never look up to the rich nor down on the poor." So don't look up on me and don't look down on me. love if need be, lose if need be, without squealing, win without bragging, always be considerate of women, children, and older folks, and be too brave to lie, be too brave to lie, and be too generous to cheat. Take your share of the world and let others have their share. Those are the eight cardinal rules of Dr. George Washington Carver. You know, if you look at history a little bit, folks, you might learn a little bit. You understand that this is not the first pandemic that we've ever had, and it probably will not be the last one. It may be the last one that we see. Even you, Mitch, you know, the last one was 107 years old. I'm not quite that old. I know you like to think that I am. You want to look at, yeah, you sound old and that. Yeah, I am antique. Antique, antique brings a little value to you. But if you're just old, you can't get nothing for it, you know. We in this, our number in the studio is 773-591-1690. We're streaming live at WVON.com and at iHeartRadio, and we up and running on our YouTube channel at Henry CB. Check us out, folks, and support us. Support this great American music. I see they changing the name of things. I think they don't call it urban music no more. They didn't change the name on it. They call it something else. But hey, when you got the real deal, you don't have to sweat it. You know what you got. We want you to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry underscore Cheatham on Twitter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Henry CB. And we appreciate that. See, the president having more issues. Folks, not that he's having issues. He's the president, so, there are certain rights. A lot of folks don't understand it, that the three branches of government have their responsibilities. And then those responsibilities, there's certain things that each one can and cannot do. People worry about the president. I said, hell with the president. Better worry about these senators and congressmen, because I want to get Durbin out. If I can get Durbin out, that'll be a happy day for me. I want to get rid of him. Rid of him. He cares more about people who are not U.S. citizens than he does about us. He worried about all of the rest of the kids. I want to let folks realize that it's about George Floyd, folks, Breonna Taylor, Natalie, the 7-year-old kid who was killed in Chicago, and Mikai James, along with others. So don't get lost in the shuffle of all of this crap that's going on out here. Remember, there's a reason, and there are manipulators who will come in and manipulate anything. One of the worst things that happened is President Nixon and the Congress, I should say, signed that law that allowed doctors and lawyers to go on television. I mean, you find more lawyers out here now, to live bit. Folks don't realize that until the 70s, we didn't have lawyers couldn't advertise. But now that they advertise, every commercial is about a lawyer. You got a wreck? Get a check, whether it's, that's what it ended up being. Anyway, there's certain rights that each branch of government has, and folks have to understand that. And a lot of things that President Trump is doing, the same thing that President Obama did. Folks didn't say anything about it there, so and but yet everything this guy does, everything he does, he put his mask on today, Mitch. What do you think about that? You think that's a good thing, Mitch? He put his mask on today to go to the hospital to see the veterans. I know you probably support that, right? And that's a good thing too. We gotta make sure that we do what we can to rid out, protect ourselves. I want to say to a friend of mine who's in the hospital, Miss Willie Green, my man Forrest, that he's going through some issues. And Brother Bo Brown, the representative Willie Bo Brown down there in Mississippi, I understand he got a touch of this coronavirus thing, folks. My man Jabbo, down in Houston, Texas, down there, he has a touch of it. On the side of Miss Florence Watson down there, I want to say hello to my man Saul out there in Denver, Colorado. I want to say hi to you guys. I want to say hello to my man Forrest way down there in Dallas. He's happy now, that the doggone Cowboys got Dak under some kind of contract, so he's happy about that. But anyway, folks, we'll chat with you as we roll right through the night here on Classic Blues and R&B. We got some great music lined up for you here. We got a first class show as we do every Saturday night, Sunday morning. And I guarantee you, once you check it out, you'll be happy. You take us with you. That's one thing you can do. You can download us and take us with you wherever you go and enjoy us anytime, as they say, on demand. That's right. We're in the thick of it, Mitch. Don't let nobody tell you that we are not in the thick of things over there. All right. All right, folks, here we go. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. 1690 AM.
Hey, now look alive! Everything lights up, make you wanna shout. Talk about happiness, is that what we're talking about? The money won't bring you happiness, but we know will. WVON. Wow! WVON. Come on now! Get happy! Wow! Turn on! Tonight, my friends, I find it being black a thing of beauty, a joy, a strength, a secret cup of gladness, a native land in neither time nor place, a native land in every Negro's face. Be loyal to yourself, your skin, your hair, your lips, your southern speech, your laughing kindness. A Negro kingdom's vast as any other. Accept in full the sweetness of your blackness, not wishing to be white, nor red, nor yellow, nor any other race or faith, but this. Farewell, my deep and Africanic brothers. Be brave. Keep freedom in the family and do what you can for the white folks. And write me and tear the post office. Now may the Constitution of the United States go with you. The Declaration of Independence stand by you. The Bill of Rights protect you. And may your own dreams be your only boundaries. Henceforth, now and ever.
This is music with a feeling on Classic WVON 1690.
Come on and let the good times roll. We gon' stay here till we soothe our souls. If it take all night long, one more time. Come on and let the good time roll. We gon' stay here till till we soothe our souls. If they take all night long, gotta tell you, evening sun is sinking low. The clock on the wall says it's time to go. I got my plans, I don't know about you. I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. Get in the groove and let the good time roll. I'm gonna stay here till I soothe my soul. If it takes all night long, yeah. Everybody let the good time roll. We gonna stay here till we soothe our souls. If it takes all night long, yeah. It might be 1 o'clock and it might be 3. Time don't mean that much to me. I ain't felt this good since I don't know when. And I might not feel this good again. So come on and let the good time roll. We gon' stay here till we soothe our souls. If it take all night long. And all night, all night, and all night, all night, and all night, all night, all night long, all night. Somebody said it might all night long, all night, and all night, all night, and all night, all night. So come on and let the good time roll. We gon' stay here till we soothe our souls. If it take all night long. Get up in the morning, just before day. The fight is on, yeah. All these bills I gotta pay. My family complaining, 'cause with them I spend no time. But even they look at me funny when I spent my last dime. It's just a race to the dollar. System got my neck in a collar. A race to the dollar. Waddle in your soul. Knock, knock. Who's there at my door? Tax collectors say it seems you owe us a little more. I'm tired of these games, and I'm gonna settle the score. But I will not quit. There's gonna be a fight for sure. It's just a race to the dollar. System got my neck in the collar. Race to the dollar. A wild real sorrow. Everything is going up except the rate of pay. It's so hard to make it. Lord, please send some help this way. People chasing dreams. Things are not always as they seem. It takes wisdom to know what's real. Everybody looking for a better deal. Turn on you for a lousy dime and follow that dollar flasher. Every time is just a race to the dollar. This done got my thinking hard. Race to the dollar. Hey, a water in your sorrow. Well, any time is a good time. On WBON. Hey! Like right now. Wow! Going out tonight to have a little fun. Girls hanging out at a club of Highway 61. Got her jeans on tight, high heel boots and shoes. Gonna get down to some Mississippi blues. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you dip. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you dip. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Stay up in here. Drop it like it's hot. Side to side to side. Making that booty fall. Working all week to get into this club. Looking for a sweet thing with some heels and hips, man. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Calling all girls to the dance floor. You don't know how to do it, just shake it like you know. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. All lined up from wall to wall. Don't really matter if you big or small. Make sure you have those jeans on tight. Look at the ladies, they've been doing it all night. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Let it whip. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. Heels and hips, baby. Heels and hips, baby. Let me see you give. find a real true love, you want to treat her right. Wrap your arms around her and hold on tight. Tell her that you love her with all your might. You never know what tomorrow may bring. You better give that girl a ring. Because a real true love is a once in a lifetime thing. Now if she makes you happy, she's the one for you. Smiling at every little thing you do. Waiting at home when the day is through. And if you treat her like a queen, she'll make you feel just like a king. Because a real true love is a once in a lifetime thing. Yeah, you find a real true love. You want to keep her right by your side. When you find a real true love. Yeah, you want to keep her satisfied. When you find a real true love, the one you want to have and hold, that's the kind of real true love you feel way deep down in your soul. Your love will make you happy every day. You wake up in the morning with a smile on your face. You tell her that you need her any time or place. That's just the way true love should be. So let her know just how you feel. Because a real true love is a once in a lifetime thing. Yeah, you know a real true love is a once in a lifetime thing. Oh, yeah. Lights turn the way down low, and music soft and slow with someone you love so, and that's where it's at. Yeah, your world turned upside down. You're making not a sound, no one else around. That's where it's at. Yeah, let me tell you, your heart beating fast. You're knowing that time will pass, but hoping that it lasts. That's where it's at. Oh yeah, that's where it's at, pretty baby. That's where it's at. Oh yes it is. That's where it's at, pretty baby. That's where it's at. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, oh. But let me tell you this one thing. To say it's time to go, and she says, yes I know, but just stay 1 minute more. That's where it's at. Oh, let me say it one more time. That's where it's at, truly, baby. That's where it's at. It's your world, baby, and everything in it belongs to you. Go on and free me if that's what you want to do. I know we're soon gonna part, so go on and make your start and do what you set out to do. One way or another, woman, you got to make up your mind. I said I'm tired of playing games, and I don't want you. You got my heart breaking, oh, my lonely arms aching. So go and do what you set out to do. Lord, go on and hurt me if that's what you want to do. Lead me to hurt you. Let's get it over and through. I know soon we're gonna part. Lord, go on and make your start and do what you set out to do. I say that it's your world, baby, and everything in it belongs to you. Go on and hurt me if that's what you want to do. I know soon we're gonna part. Lord, go on and make your start and do what you set out to do. You can leave me, you can leave me, you can lie, you can cheat and deceive.
WBON. Make the week go fast. Make the weekend last and last. WBON.
I say that hell, God ain't but a mile and a quarter. Oh, I said that hell ain't but a mile and a quarter. And when you get there, they will give you brimstone for the wall. Yes, one place. Lord, I really don't want to go. I said that is one place you know. Lord, I really don't want to go. I said that hell ain't nothing but a mile and a quarter. Before you get there, you'll find purgatory, you know. Oh, All right. Yes, when you get there, Lord, you're gonna have to obey the devil's orders. Yes, when you get there, you're gonna have to obey the devil's orders. Yes, I just got to tell you, hell ain't nothing but a mile and a quarter. I say the next thing you're gonna have to do, but I'm gonna marry the devil's daughter. Yes, I say the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna marry the devil's daughter. You may think it's a long ways away, but hell ain't nothing but a mile and a quarter. When I'm married, I'm gonna take her and put her up on a shelf. Yay! When I marry that young lady, I'm gonna take her, put her on a shelf. Yes, I'm gonna say from now on, Mr. Devil, I'm gonna run hell by myself.
All right, folks, you're checking out Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. You know, Classic Blues does this every Saturday night. How you doing, my man Chris out there? Yeah, I do have some Jimmy Reed. Find me a Jimmy Reed over there for me. I think I got one over here. Yeah, I'll send you out a Jimmy Reed, but it's my great nephew Chris is checking us out here on Classic Blues and R&B. Thanks for joining us, young man. All right, you heard my man, Joe Louis Walker. Now, he's a hell of a guy. Joe Louis said he's going to go out and marry the devil's daughter. Can you imagine that? And he said he's going to raise all kind of hell down there once he does that. That's Joe Louis Walker. Hell ain't but a mile and a quarter. That's from his CD, Journey to the Heart of the Blues. You also heard Sam Cooke, Good Time. That's one of the great songs of Sam Cooke. That went out from my man Atkins Smith. Checks us out there from time to time. So he wanted to hear some Sam Cooke, and he got that. And you also heard Marcia Ball, Once in a Lifetime thing. You know, once you get that girl, you better grab her and y'all run with her. Now, how long y'all gonna hang in there? That's a different horse. But when you get it, it's gonna be good to begin with. All right. You also heard Grady Champion, Heels and Hips out there on the dance floor, doing your thing. Then that's one. That was one at a time, but that wasn't one at a time. That's what the hell was the name? Anyway, that was a Grady Champion, Heels and Hips. You also heard Eddie Cotton. He is the one who got one at a time. Uh, and that's the race to the dollar. That's what so many folks do. We raise to that dollar every day. We get up and we run like hell to that dollar. And then once we get there, we run like hell to spend that dollar. That's what we do, right, bitch? We run like hell to get it, and then we run like hell to spend it, right? And you heard what the hell was the opening song? Sam Cooke. That's right, Good Times by Sam Cooke. You heard that, Out here on Classic Blues and R&B. And we do this every Saturday night, Sunday morning. I'm gonna see if I can get that Jimmy. Jim, if you got a Jimmy Reed over there, I don't know if you got a short Jimmy Reed over there. If you do, let me know. Hit me up over there, and we give a Jimmy Reed. That'll take us to the top of the hour. We're glad you could join us, folks, wherever you may be, whether you're in Africa, Europe, way down under, down in Australia, or down in that part, down in New Zealand. It's afternoon down there for you guys. You guys are really laying around. I guess you can lay around a little bit on the beach. Hell, it's so difficult to really enjoy the outdoors with somebody. You have to be by yourself. But if you get a chance to, you enjoy it down on the beach, and you just hey, having a good time now with a lot of sun. But they said that this thing was going to pass with the sun. And damn it, look like the more sun we got, the worse it's getting to be. As they talk about the South, down in my home state, the Magnolia State, they say well, you're kind of hot down there, and you're hot down in Florida. You're hot in Texas, so nobody has any answer to any of this doggone crap. But they're all pretending that they got the answers to it. So, and once the answer comes, I guess we'll deal with that. We'll solve the problem then and there. You can reach us in the studio at 773-591-1690. WVON here. The weather's pretty good around here today. They had a little sprinkle. I thought it was going to rain like hell, but it didn't. Okay, I got that coming up for you. I probably get it to you after the top because I can't get it right now. I'll get it for you. You will have it though. I guarantee you that. I thought you was a Bobby Blue Bland man. I thought you was a Bobby man. Bobby Blue Bland. You know, the big guy. You know, yeah, Bobby Blue Bland. That's what it is. So, what the hell else? I had something else I was going to say too. We're streaming live at WVON.com. I can always say that, right? We're streaming live at WVON.com and on iHeartRadio. And you can check us out over here on uh, YouTube channel. We're doing our thing here. And kind of enjoying a little bit of it. I noticed one thing about folks kind of crazy about video, man. They want to look up and see you. See how bad you look or how good you look. But that's what they want to do. And hey, I didn't get myself configured right here so I can turn around and make the switch. Yeah, make the switch, for it, and have it all lined up for you here. But anyway, we'll get it for you right after the newscast here. All right, Mitch, you get ready to do your thing. We got a couple minutes to the top, right? You ready to do it, right? Yeah, what the hell I got to say? I don't know if hey, Miss Florence, how you doing down there? Your boy, what's his name, Big John, with you? He's checking us out tonight down there, and he's from West Memphis, down in Helena, Arkansas. We got my man Memphis Slim coming up, and he's gonna be telling you all about Highway 49, Highway 51, and Highway 61, and everything else down there. It's a highway that he takes you all the way to the coast, and it's right too. I get on that. I love it. I like to ride on Highway 49. And when I get on Highway 49, I like to get up and move myself right on through. All right, folks, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the top of the hour, and we're going to get back with you and have some more great American music for you on Sunday morning. That's what it will be. This is the 11th day of July 2020. Last week, boy, last week was a dog. It didn't came and gone. The 4th of July was last week. The next holiday we got to be Labor Day, and man, I'm telling you, Labor Day is a day that it kind of throw me into the area where it's beginning. I said, "Oh hell, it's getting ready to get chilly around here." All right, here you go, Mitch. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM. 1690 AM.
State of Florida. We also know finally the number of hospitalizations here in Florida. Reporters have been pressing the governor's office for weeks to release those numbers of those who have COVID-19 and are in the hospital. We now know more than 7,200 people are hospitalized with COVID here in Florida.
In an op-ed piece in the Washington Post, former special counsel Robert Mueller sharply defended his investigation into ties between and Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. Correspondent Kristen Holmes reports that Mueller said he wrote the piece because he wanted to respond to broad claims that the Russia probe was illegitimate and that Roger Stone was a victim of their office.
We made every decision in Stone's case, as in all our cases, based solely on the facts and the law and in accordance with the rule of law, The women and men who conducted these investigations and prosecutions acted with the highest integrity. Claims to the contrary are false.
2 Texas police officers were shot and killed as they approached the door of a home while responding to a domestic disturbance call Saturday afternoon. McAllen Police Chief Victor Rodriguez.
The officers never had a chance to suspect deadly assault on them, much less death, that moment in time.
The search to find Glee TV show star Naya Rivera in a Southern California lake ended Saturday without any results. The Ventura County Sheriff's Office said in a tweet late in the day that the search of Lake Piru will resume Sunday morning. I'm Barbara Cusack.
I'm Leon Nafok, co-creator of the hit podcast Slow Burn. I'm here to tell you about a new podcast I'm working on. It's called 5 to 4,
where we dissect and analyze the cases that have swarmed American life over a grassy plain.
Every week, Peter, Rhiannon, and Michael are going to take on a legally dubious Supreme Court decision.
And that rule just so happens to benefit the interests of wealthy and powerful people.
Listen and subscribe to 5 to 4, free.
That's right.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
America's schools are closing, which can be especially tough on students who struggle with poverty, hunger, and trauma. But communities in schools can help. Our organization puts care inside schools to help vulnerable students stay in school. Now, in the face of crisis, we're working beyond school walls, delivering meals to students, helping them access remote learning, doing whatever it takes to help them succeed. To learn more, visit communitiesinschools.org.
Big money for an old video game.
An unopened copy of a vintage Super Mario Brothers video game has been sold for $114,000 in an auction that underscored the enduring popularity of entertainment created decades ago. A bidder who wished to remain anonymous snapped up an early version of the pioneering Super Mario Brothers game released in 1985 for Nintendo's NES console during an auction conducted Friday by Dallas-based Heritage Auctions. I'm Marlis Majerus.
One of Michigan's most beloved sports and entertainment venues was turned into rubble on Saturday with a series of controlled explosions. The shell and roof of the Palace of Auburn Hills, home to 3 championship Detroit Pistons teams and 3 Detroit Shock teams, and host to some of the world's biggest musical acts, crumbled to the ground after a series of blasts, bringing the 30-year run to an end. I'm Barbara Cusack.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. As a bonus, we'll also from financially strong insurers.
Call 800-715-9880.
That's right, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling today.
Call 800-715-9880. That's 800-715-9880.
Sponsored by Annuity General. Producers have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer. Increased income is possible using strategies suited to your goals. Multiple annuities and holding them full term.
Mom, what are you doing?
Gina, I'm trying to listen to WVON, but it just won't come in.
Why don't you just listen to it on the iHeartRadio app on your phone?
And how am I supposed to do that in the car?
Come on, Mom. Just use the Bluetooth or the auxiliary plug.
The blue what and the what?
You know what? Just listen.
Download the iHeart app to your phone and listen to the Talk of Chicago in your car using Bluetooth. Or use a cord and plug into your auxiliary. We're everywhere. The Talk of Chicago, 1690 AM and worldwide on iHeartRadio.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good lap hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff, even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff. Create nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The following message is brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be with the high purpose to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach this problem of reemployment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Your stuff can be a resource for change. Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies. That's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you.
To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org.
Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Participate in the Chicago Census Challenge. The ward that delivers the highest census response rate by July 17th will receive a worldwide ice cream event. Take the census today at my2020census.gov. Hashtag ChyCounts2020.
All right, folks, as we continue to ride here on the Sunday morning on the Classic Blues and R&B Express, this is your Magnolia Blues Man, Sir Henry Cheatham, along with my man. He want to be a guy from Memphis, but hell, that's where his mother and father from. I know his father's from Memphis. My man Mellow Mitch over there. Mellow Mitch is over there twisting the dials for me. Want to thank you over there, Mellow Mitch. As we continue to move right along here, we're streaming live at WVON.com on iHeartRadio. We're also coming to you live from a home here at on YouTube. Check us out on our YouTube channel at Henry CB. We're doing it there. And we're glad to have you to join us wherever you may be able to join us. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. And we want you to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and Henry _ Cheatham. Follow us and support our channel. They want to say hi to my man Yuda, Ethiopia. He checks us out. He's here every Saturday night. They are on, one of those guys. He say he put his dial on. He started with Salim and he come right on through. Salim, the professor. Yep, Salim, the professor. He's deeper than Lake Michigan. Yeah, I tell him yeah, that's right. It is Sunday morning, son. Yeah. And I got you, Jimmy Reed. I'm going to be hitting it for you in a minute down there. As we continue to move through us. See, my president, my president had his mask on today, so I guess they'll be making memes out of it, having it flashing all over the place. That's what he said. He said they'll make fun of him, Some folks got upset because he gave a pardon to Stone or whatever. Stone is a crook or whatever. But hell, what the government, the Congress or what have you trapped him into was one of those things, may not be as much as you think it is. All right, folks, our studio number is 773-591-1690. That's 773-591-1690. Here we go. This is going out for my great nephew here. He wanted to hear Jimmy Reed, and it's coming at you too, my man. Jimmy Reed, and he said, what you want me to do. That's what we all ask these women what they want us to do, but none of them can tell us what they want. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM.
Got me running, got me hiding, got me run, hide, run anywhere you wanna let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, baby, why you wanna let go? Going up, going down, going up, down, down, up anywhere you wanna let it roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been doing what you want me, now, baby, why you wanna let go? got me peeping, got me hiding, got me peep, hide, peep any way you wanna let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got me doing what you want me, so baby, why you wanna let go? Whiskey and women almost wreck my life. Whiskey and women almost wreck my life. What for whiskey and women? I have money today. Nightlife, nightlife, ain't no good, ain't no good, ain't no good for me. I had a good start, but women and whiskey, they tore it down. Whiskey and women ain't no good for me. Whiskey and women ain't no good, ain't no good for me. I had a lot of money, a big fine car, the lost everything I had. Oh, but I did. I had a lot of money at one time, but nightlife and whiskey wrecked my life.
Hey, Sir Henry, will you play some soul music for me?
Life has in store so many things and so many dreams, and so is the scene. And living this life, we put on a show. We learn how to prosper, and we learn how to grow. We find comfort to meet our needs. We want to escape. You know what I mean? Finding who we are, the blessings of the saints. But we live to see tomorrow, to enjoy. Love and live this life. Keep in mind that we're here to enjoy this time. So let's look at tomorrow and let us take today and live this life that we made. not, it's all part of the plan. So seek and find joy, and you'll understand. You worry of the future, the misery in the land. You want to live on forever, to give another a chance. And as of right now, you can start again by showing some love. You make a new friend. It goes a long way. Just saying thanks as you take your breath and breathe in.
Woke up this morning, started on my way. Cruise down 55 to my favorite place. Sunshine, blue skies, no cloudy days. Whenever my feet are you ain't got to worry. I got your back. My motivation, inspiration, she's all that. She been good. Oh, she been good to me. She been good. Oh, she been good to me. I can't believe it. She's by my side. The way she gives you love, oh, I lose my sweet thing. Honey, you've been so good to me, baby. I will never, ever, ever leave your side. You ain't got to worry. I got your back. I'll be your lover, protector, provider. You ain't gotta work that. good to me. Well, she been good, my baby. Oh, she been good to me. Ooh, she been good. She been good. Oh, she been good to me, y'all. She been good. She been good, my baby. Oh, she been good to me. She been good. She been good. Oh, she been good to me. Oh, well. She been good. She been good. Oh, she been good to me, y'all. My baby. Oh, she been good. Oh, she been good to me, y'all. She been good. Oh, she been good to me, y'all.
You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B with Sir Henry.
I ain't much on fast talk. Don't wear no diamond rings. I wasn't the most popular in high school, but I played on the basketball team. I wasn't part of the first 5, 6, 7 men off the bench. After the game, I went home. I grabbed my guitar. Let's have my night spent. I'm just a boy next door. The good kind you're looking for. I'm just a boy next door. The clean fun and the good kind you're looking for. If you're looking for the quick come, baby girl, I'm not the one. With your blood money and my money, we can have a whole bunch of fun. Let's go out for pieces tonight. You drive and baby I buy. Gonna split it right down the middle. Everything gonna be just fine. I'm just a boy next door. of the greatest blues singers to ever live, Mr. Little Milton Campbell. Vic Allen, you gonna help me with this one? Let's get it, baby. A lot of things make you cry, my dear, but ain't you glad? Ain't you glad that walls don't talk? You know they never talk now. If shoes could tell where you've been when you say you've been out visiting one of your friends, but ain't you glad? Ain't you glad that shoes can't talk? You know they never talk now. Big Alice. Well, if doors could tell who's turning the knob when he's away on his job. If cars could tell who's been inside and who's been taken for a ride. Ain't you glad? Oh, you wanna be glad that things can't talk. No, they never do. One more thing, what if shoes to tell where they've been when you say you've been out visiting one of your friends. In a world of trouble I'd be, yes sir, if they ever told on me. My whole life would be through. Yeah, 'cause I'm guilty. How about you? But ain't you glad? Yes, Lord, I'm glad. I'll be glad. Sure, I'm glad that shoes don't talk. You know they never talk now. Come and get talk. Ain't you glad? Ain't you glad that walls don't talk? You know they never talk now. Ain't you glad? Oh, you wanna be glad that things can't talk. No, they never do. One more time now. Ain't you glad? Oh, you ought to be glad that walls don't talk. You know they never talk now. Talk.
So smooth, and you're looking real nice, but it takes more than that to get this merchandise. You can look how you want to, but if you want the goods, let me make it plain to you, to make make sure I'm well understood. I don't give it away, show ain't free. I don't give it away, you ain't getting none from me. I don't give it away, and that's how it's got to be. Just don't give it away. It takes more than looks if you wanna be with me. I know you want it real bad, and I want you to have it too. But you got to pay to play. See, that's what the knee said. That's the rule. So listen up real good, in case you haven't heard. I'll say it slow this time, so you can hear every word. I don't give it away, it sure ain't free. I don't give it away, you ain't getting none from me. I don't give it away, and that's how it's got to be. Just don't give it away. It takes more than good looks if you wanna be with me. I see you're a big hand man with some big long feet, so I know you're qualified neighbor to really rock these sheets. You may be strong as steel and twice as hard, but if you really want to impress me, baby, go on and whip out that credit card. I don't give it away. Ooh, it ain't free now. I don't give it away. You ain't getting none from me. I don't give it away, and that's how it's gotta be. Just don't give it away. It takes more than good looks. You wanna be with me. I don't give it away. I just can't give it away, no. I don't give it away. I don't care how smooth you talk, boy. I don't give it away. You know you're looking real good. Just don't give it away. But I just can't give it away. I don't give it away. No, 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 no. I don't give it away. I can't give it away. I don't give it away. It sure ain't free. Just don't give it away. And this is the way it just gotta be. I don't give it away. It's gonna take more. I don't give it away. To get this look you look up, I don't give it away. I know how bad you want me. Just don't give it away. So why don't you just go on and pay? I don't give it away. See, Mama Denise said, baby, I don't give it away. You got to pay before you pump.
Hey, Chicago. This is Chris Vachon from Roomful of Blues. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B with Sir Henry on WVON, 1690 AM, Chicago.
Well, I can't wait for my dinner. I can't wait in a line. Even wait for my paycheck. And you know I'll be just fine. But I can't stand the naked that's built up in my heart. I can't wait for that day when we'll never be apart. I can't wait for a bus. I can't wait for a train. Someone cuts in front in line, won't drive me insane. But I can't wait for that day when I say that you'll be mine. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait.
can't wait to see the doctor. Though my heart's been skipping beats, I can't wait to plan my future, cause it just won't be complete. I can't wait for that day when I hold you in my arms. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait till that day that you'll be mine.
All right, you just heard my man right there. The room full of blues talking that noise that he can't wait, But here on Classic Blues and R&B, we do this every Saturday night, Sunday morning here on Classic Blues and R&B, folks. And we hope that you, and we know that you should, if you don't, enjoy this great American music that we do here on Classic Blues and R&B every Saturday night, Sunday morning. That was Room Full of Blues. I can't wait. And I'm listening to that little fast gal named Sheba Potts Wright. Now y'all gonna get on me about that, right? She here talking that smack. She know I look good. She told me that. But she wanted to tell me I got to pay to get in the sack. Come on, woman. And she want my credit card, Dang, man. They done improved, done jumped up a long way. You used to have a couple of dollars stuck in your sock or something. You say, okay. She figure out where it's at and she get it. But no, anyway, that's she would probably write new song she got from a cut from her CD there. I don't give it away. She ain't giving none of it away. Well, all right. You keep it there. I'm gonna find me another one I gotta pay for, and we're gonna get together and lock it up. I also heard from my man Jemiah Rogers, a young man there, the boy next door. He said that clean boy you're looking for. You're looking for a nice, clean young man. Young sisters out there say you can't find nobody, but Jemiah Rogers said, well, you got me, and I'm the boy next door. He is a nice kid, and young man, I think the road ahead for him is pretty nice. As long as he keep doing what he's doing and feeling the way that he feels. Yeah, he's a handsome guy too. So he's a handsome young boy. I think about 25, maybe 25. He was a teenager when I first had him on Classic Blues here in R&B. You also heard J.R. Blue. She's been good. And every time he said heading down 55, that makes me want to jump in my ride or jump on my horse and take off too. And you also heard Miss Tamiko, the granddaughter of the blues, Dixon. Tamiko Dixon, New Day. That's what she said. This is a new day. But that's what she said now. And I think it might be a new day. We got a lot of things. We got a lot of things. Not a new day. Just a new something we got to deal with. Each day is new. So every breath is a new day the way in which I look at it. As we continue to roll on here, we want you to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter and Henry CB, WVON Henry, and at Henry_Cheatham. Like our Facebook at Classic Blues and R&B. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can do that, folks, and I guarantee you, once you go to that channel, you're going to say, dog, where is all of this content coming from? Where did this guy come from with all this great stuff? Anyway, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. We appreciate it, folks. All right, here we go. You're listening to Classic Blues over there, Rashad, and R&B on WVON 1690 AM. And R&B on WVON 1690 AM. This is music with a feeling on Classic Blues and R&B, WVON 1690. This is Classic Blues and R&B.
woman loves. She loves you with all her heart and soul. Oh, woman, yes. That's the story that remains untold. Oh, woman, touch. Oh, it's like a burning flame. And when a woman hurts, it's usually cause of pain. Oh, you better stop tripping. Start doing the things that's right. Just put your arms around her, baby. It's gonna be alright. Honey, mama. And when a woman sleeps, she dreams a happy dream. 'Cause if she's happy, she'll give you all the love you need. And if she wants love, you better be ready to get it on. 'Cause when she's angry, because your ass did something wrong, you better stop tripping. Start doing the things that's right. Just put your arms around her and say, baby, baby, yeah. Lordy mama, we're going straighten it out. Now you might think I'm wrong for what I'm about to say. She's packing up to leave. She's going away. How could you be so stupid to do something so wrong? To make her fall in love with a lawyer. Everything you want. Oh, you better stop tripping. And start doing the things that's right. All you got to do is shake her hand and say, baby, baby, it's gonna be alright. All you young men out there, you better listen to me, because I'm speaking from experience. You gotta treat your woman good. Give her what she wants, when she wants, where she wants. Every time she thinks she wants, yeah. Gotta kiss her right there. Gotta kiss back everywhere. Yes, I'm going out walking. I'm gonna walk all the way to. Yes, I'm going out walking. I'm walking all the way to Texas. Yes, I ain't gonna stop walking till I get my baby back home. Yes, I started out walking. I was down in yes, I started out walking. I was down in Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, you know I got down on my knees. I begged that woman, please don't
get my fortune. Yeah, the gypsy woman told me I might wake up and find myself dead. Yes, I'm going out walking. I'm gonna walk all the way to San Antonio. Yes, I'm going out walking, walking all the way to San Antonio. You know I'm not gonna stop till I bring my baby back home. Let's get on down the highway, y'all. I ain't got no time to wait. A soul for the weekend. A soul for the weekend.
I thought you were a Cadillac, 'cause your ride was so smooth. The way you hit your cruise control, you locked me into your groove. But all of that went downhill after one round. Oh, you were doing real good till your tire went down. Can't do nothing to that. You need a can of fix to that. Can't do nothing to that. You need a can of fix to that. I thought you were a Chrysler 300. The way you had your engine going, boy, you got me all worked up. Now you need some towing. You better call AAA for some roadside assistance. 'Cause I need a real man to service me, and he's got to be consistent. You need a can of fix. Can't do nothing with that. You need a can of fix. I need somebody working through the left.
I apologize if I got that on there. Right, folks. I tell you what, Rashid, you need a can of Fix-A-Flat, you know. That's my lady there, Nellie Tiger Travis. I'm gonna Tamika and I supposed to be getting an event together where we're gonna crown her the queen because she is the queen. I like her, queen of blues. That is, Miss Nellie Tiger Travis. You know. You also heard my man Lindsay Alexander, brand new CD he has out on Delmark Records, and it is Live at Rosa's. It's an album that they did live, and the song that you just heard of that cut was he going out, he gonna go walking. Sound like he gonna do a hell of a lot of walking. He gonna go all the way down to Texas. Ooh, man, I mean, when he get to Memphis, he should go home, man. Stay in Mississippi. They just keep rather than keep moving on down, you know. But anyway, that was Lindsay Alexander talking about that. Excuse me, on that song, on that new CD of his was he did all of the vocals and disc and guitar. Sergey Androsin, I think that's correct. He was also a guitar. Roosevelt Purifoy on the keyboards, Ron Simmons on bass, and Big Ray Stewart on drums. Anyway, that's his new CD, live at Roses. Lindsay Alexander there. And what else did you hear? I think that's all you heard. Oh no, you heard Lattimore. You heard Lattimore, Woman's Love. She'll rip everything off. He told you that, you know. If you treat her right, if you don't have to worry about it. But if you treat her rough, then she gonna get a half of it. Plus, you gonna be walking around mad with your mouth stuck out. All right, we're going to the top of the album, folks. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON, 1690 AM. You're on WVON, 1690 AM. You're on WVON.
Cost a lot of lives because of his inaction and lack of leadership.
President Trump, who avoided wearing a mask in public as the coronavirus pandemic spread, wore one Saturday during a visit to the Walter Reed Medical Center.
I think when you're in a hospital, especially in that particular setting where you're talking to a lot of soldiers and people that in some cases just got off the operating tables, I think it's a great thing to wear a mask. I've never been against masks, but I do believe they have a time and a place.
Masks are a must at Disney World in Florida as the theme park reopened to guests on Saturday for the first time in 4 months due to the pandemic. Signs also remind patrons about social distancing. A fire on Saturday destroyed the rooftop and most of the interior of a Catholic church in California that was undergoing renovation to mark its upcoming 250th anniversary celebration. Smoke was rising from the wooden roof of the historic San Gabriel Mission when firefighters arrived on the scene. I'm Barbara Cusack.
It's your home speaking, and I need you to do me a couple of favors. First, could you get that blueberry that rolled under the fridge last week? It's throwing my feng shui off. Second thing, bundle your home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and we could save money. Lastly, I know you were thinking of painting the nursery back to off-white, but I'm actually feeling this baby blue. Didn't think it was my color, but I am pulling it off.
Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com today.
You know what's not healthy? Stressing about work. Or maybe you're out of work. Stop. Hit reset. You can start a new life pro in as little as 4 months from the comfort of your own home, even if you have zero computer experience. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Live online classes meet just twice a week. An emergency relief grant of up to $3,500 is available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Major League Baseball serves as a litmus test with less than 2 weeks before the season opens amid a number of protocols to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Correspondent Paul Verkaman is with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
They don't want players fist bumping. They don't want any high fives. They want all of that to be avoided once this season starts. One thing that we've heard is if you get within 6 feet, you're ejected, or if you leave your position to argue with an umpire, you're ejected. They want to make sure the umpires, the players, and all support staff are supported.
Thoughts on social justice cannot be contained on the back of a basketball jersey. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar says he won't be wearing one of the NBA-approved social justice messages on the back of his jersey when the NBA resumes competition later this month in that Orlando bubble. I'm Barbara Cusack.
It's your home speaking, and I need you to do me a couple of favors. First, could you get that blueberry that rolled under the fridge last week? It's throwing my feng shui off. Second thing, bundle your home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and we could save money. Lastly, I know you were thinking of painting the nursery back to off-white, but I'm actually feeling this baby blue. Didn't think it was my color, but I am pulling it off.
Geico. For bundling made easy, go to geico.com today.
You know what's not healthy? Stressing about work. You're out of work. Stop. Hit reset. You can start a new life as an IT pro in as little as 4 months from the comfort of your own home, even if you have zero computer experience. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Live online classes meet just twice a week. An emergency relief grant of $3,500 is available to those who qualify. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Samantha Thomas on the Talk of Chicago.
That DMV, look, they let you keep that weight on there. They be knowing. I know, they look at you like that side eye.
The scale was right once.
Oh, goodness.
My scale was right this morning.
Hey.
I just didn't agree with it. Who told the digital scale when they finally get to the weight that you are now, it flashes like 3-4 times?
Mine do that.
This is you. This is you. This is you.
Scale gonna let you know.
I did not ask for all of that.
Weeknight, Thursday, 6 p.m. on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving.
If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The following is made possible by Dad.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling all over it.
The dad joke. Corny, grown-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kid.
Why do you have to be careful when it's raining passing dogs? Because you might step in a poodle.
And kids that spend more time with their dads grow up to be smarter, more successful.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding.
And with any luck, funnier adults.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the dam? Because he didn't have anybody to go with.
Dad jokes rule. So take a moment to make a moment and give your kid a laugh. It's as easy as going to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and
Participate in the Chicago Census. The award that delivers the highest census response rate by July 17th will receive a worldwide ice cream event. Take the census today at my2020census.gov. Hashtag ShyCounts2020.
All right, as we continue to roll here in the final hour of Classic Blues and R&B, I want to thank you guys for joining us, getting aboard this Classic Blues and R&B Express. Glad to have you on here. Mitch did punch your ticket. I know he always try to let some of the ladies get on, and you don't want them. But I got to have my revenue, Mitch. I mean, got to have, in order for you to get a dollar out of this thing, you better make them pay, man. You heard what Sheba said. You ain't going to give it away, Anyway, we're streaming live at WVON.com. We're also at iHeartRadio. We're coming to you live from my home studio here via YouTube, our YouTube channel, and that is Henry CB. That's the name of the channel, Henry CB. Subscribe to it, and you'll enjoy it, folks. Just like I enjoy putting material up on it, you'll enjoy it. Try to do it, make some sense out of it. Mitch won't help me, Mitch, he takes his time, getting the files to me. So anytime they're late, no, just kidding, folks. Mitch does a good job over there. Anyway, Mella Mitch is my man back there in the studio there at WVON down on the riverfront. It's amazing how things work out. We had a big flood down there on the river, which shortened everything out. And in the process of doing that, we had the coronavirus pandemic had hit. And so it was just a total mess. And so we some of us had something already in place. So we figured, we said, well, the hell with it. This is what we'll do. I do it this way. And, so here it is. This is how, we're able to get up and do things a lot because a lot of folks have the access is easier today. And it's being done all over the world. People are coming from their home. They're coming from their bedroom, their living room, and wherever else they had to hurry up and fix it up so they make it look like something, to keep it going. So, which is a good thing, We're streaming live at WVON.com and iHeartRadio and up on YouTube. We want you to get social with us by going to Classic Blues and R&B and like our page there, Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry_Cheatham. Do that. And don't forget to subscribe to, as I said before, to our YouTube channel here at Henry CB. And once you get there, you can also go to our Classic Blues channel and Here We Are channel. You can check all of those out there. And, make yourself, good. You can reach us in the studio at 773-591-1690. At 773-591-1690. If you've got a comment or something you want to make for the show, you can always do it at Henry at WVON, or at Todd at WVON, or Melody at WVON.com. All of them got we got the .coms behind it. It's the first name, so let us know how we're doing. All right, here we go. I tell you what I want to do, Mitch, if it's all right with you. I got a Denise LaSalle I think that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I got a Denise LaSalle. You don't mind me doing it? And if you do, Mitch, I'm going to do it anyway. All right, here we go. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON, 1690 AM.
Well, it's Friday night, and I just got paid. Put on my finest clothes. I'm going down to Annie Mae's. When Annie Mae shut down, I'm gonna find myself a hole in the wall. I'm gonna stay out all night, y'all, and have myself a ball. I'm a juke joint woman. I'm a victim of circumstance. I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna find myself a juke joint man. Oh yeah. I go to places where they play the blues, a little jazz and R&B. In the kitchen they're cooking chitlins, ham hocks and black-eyed peas. Sit down and get yourself a quart of beer. I'll get your bootleg in the back. Old Johnny's out on the dance floor, still wearing them doggone stacks. I'm a juke joint woman. I'm a victim of circumstance. Oh, I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna find myself a juke joint man. Oh yeah. I'm a juke joint woman, looking for a juke joint man. He ain't hard to find, y'all. I can tell him by the way he dances. He don't do no flipping, don't do the electric slide. He just hold you real close, and he loves to bump and grind. I drink corn liquor. Some women say that ain't nice. I tried drinking margarita, but they just don't have that bite. This place is jumping. We got people from wall to wall. Me and my juke joint buddies, we're having ourselves a ball. I'm a juke joint woman. I'm a victim of circumstance. Yes,
Sam Cockrell from Chicago, and I'm hanging out with my good friend Sir Henry Cheatham, playing the blues, classic blues for you here at WVON 1690 on the AM dial.
Got me doing what you want me to. You got me doing what you want me to. You know I love you. You know I love you true. Tell me what you want me to do. Honey, you got me doing funny things. All my friends tell me that you got me acting awfully strange. Don't make very much pain, but I work hard every day, trying my best to buy you a ring. I'll do anything you. I'll do anything. Yes, I will. You. Listen, your love makes me feel just so warm. Oh, so real. Tell me what you want me to do. Honey, you're the reason I'm wearing a smile. You came along, yes you did, made my life worthwhile. You know how you know my love is free. Tell me what you want me to do. Oh yeah. Come on and tell me what you want me to do. Come on and tell me what you want me to do. All I'm doing, what do you want me to do?
This is classic blues and R&B music with a feeling.
Me, all the wrong I've done. Please forgive me, baby, honey, for all the wrong I've done. Don't want my trouble before me while traveling high. Me and my baby walk the highway side by side. Me and my baby, highway side by side. If we should happen to have an accident, nobody knows the death we die. 51 is the longest highway I know. Highway 51 is the longest road I know. Run from New York City down through the Gulf of Mexico. My baby don't speak well of me no more. Lord, my baby don't speak well of me no more. And you keep down trouble, I believe I better go. Highway 61. St. Louis down through Cape Dorado, Blytheville, Arkansas, Marion, Arkansas, West Memphis. You know you're getting a little close to my hometown. Shall we cross the bridge? 61 highway. Run right by my baby's door. 3rd Street, Memphis, Tennessee. Me and my baby walk the highway side by side. Me and my baby side by side. If we should happen to have an accident, nobody knows. Oh, it don't worry my mind no more. Oh, well, it don't worry my mind no more. Just to keep down trouble, down the road I'll go. I'm leaving town in the morning, taking Highway 61. I'm leaving town in the morning on the Highway 61. And when I get to New Orleans, me and my baby gonna have some fun on Highway 61.
You know, we got all kinds of troubles. Storm driver, Big Mac. Storm driver, brake line. but ain't none of them got a Peterbilt like mine. When I be making love to my woman, she be looking down at me with them big old beautiful eyes. She tell me, keep on trucking, Daddy. You see, because I'm a trucker. I just love to drive. And I got a woman. She just loves to ride. She said, Dad, you drive so good. You must have a Hemi on your hood. I told her some truckers drive a Big Mac, some drive a freight line, but ain't none of them got a Peterbilt like mine. You see, because my Peterbilt alone carried a heavy load, keep my baby pleasing, she will never leave. My baby said, you drive, it gives me such a thrill. She said, now, hit that Hemi so we can get over that hill. Some truckers try to Big Mac, some truckers try to straight line it, but I got a Peterbilt with a Hemi so I can drive up in it. Then my baby can see, cruising the driver's seat. And that's when I hit my Hemi, make my baby shimmy. Then I talk in person, baby, who's your driver? She says, Daddy, you got the power. I'm a trucker. I just love to drive. And I got a woman. She just loves to ride. The highway that I travel, she got curves so sweet. From the tip of her head down to her sexy feet. In case some of y'all don't get this conversation, all you gotta do is use your imagination, 'cause I'm talking to you in my own way. I love my baby right, that's all I'm trying to say. I be trying. That's what I be doing. Now, I got to be extra careful going around these sexy curves, because I don't want to jackknife on the count of one little word. You see, because I be driving, my baby just be riding. The sign on the highway said, slippery when wet. So I know I'm gonna have to take it real slow, because if I get to slipping and sliding, somebody's got to go. You know,
Some truckers be trying to squeeze around here. And a ball, folks. Some of them even got the nerve. If you come up in here, it's true. Because when I jump in my Peterbilt, I got to tell you a little bit about my Peterbilt. In the water, away. In the water, don't you know the guy gonna trouble the water? Way in the water, way in the water, children, way in the water, oh, way in the water. Don't you know the guy gonna trouble the water? Well, I went to the water one day to pray. Don't you know the guy troubled the water? And my soul got happy and stayed all day. Don't you know the guy gonna trouble the water? Won't you wait in the water? Gonna trouble the water. Oh, I get peace in the water, happy in the water, joy in the water, cleansed in the water, I pray in the water.
Hey, Sir Henry, will you play some soul music for me?
True love. Last night you were loving me. Today you're leaving. Make up your mind, baby. There's little time. Lying here in emptiness. You're my life, my love, my happiness. Wondering what went wrong. And I'm wondering if she's gone. At night through my dreams. During the day, you're my reality. And I think that the same. You're the life for me. Love my little child. Oh, yeah. You're like for me. Strange at the same. You're like for me. Yeah. You're like for me. Strange at the same. You're like for me. Yeah. You're my life. You're my love. You're my life, my love.
All right, folks, you just heard Cold-Blooded Express. You're the life of me. That's what I for one of our favorite listeners who listens to us religiously. Southside T. How you doing there, Southside T? You know, call my man and let him know how you doing. You know, I have not been able to mess with you for a while there. I'm not in the studio, you know. So, but anyway, that's one of the Southside T. And the name of that is Cold-Blooded Express. You are the life of me. You also heard Memphis Slim. You heard now Terry O'Darby, Wade in the Water. Young lady from the up around San Francisco, Oakland area, the Bay Area. Pretty good singer there too. Nice band that she travels with and all that stuff. So they put a show on together. Do pretty good. And you heard Peterbilt by my man, the one and only, the Root Doctor. Many of you know him as Roy Hightower. But his name now is officially Dr. Root, Dr. Root Music. That's it. That's his official name, folks. And you heard Memphis Slim, Highway 51. Memphis Slim was a hell of an entertainer, piano player out of Memphis there, obviously. And he had a television show on where he had a lot of different artists on there. They would come and be on his show. What I remember, I think I'm right about that. I think what I remember about Memphis Slim on some of the pictures that I saw, he had a white streak down his head, in the middle of his hair. I think he had a gray streak down there. I think he did, yeah. And you heard Charles Wright in the Watch 103rd Street Rhythm Band. Tell me what you want me to do, woman, and I will do my best. I'll be able to accomplish it because I know how you are. I'll do my best. You learn this, Mitch. You're only 25. You're in the first quarter. I'm in the third quarter, Mitch. So when you get it, you should learn this in the second quarter. When she tell you what she wants, you do it just like she said, Mitch. And I guarantee you, Mitch, she's gonna come back saying, looking at you funny. If you do it right, she's gonna look at you funny. And if you mess it up, Lord have mercy. Men must have some great tails because women they just love to bite on our back end, man. They love chewing on it, just like old dog when you chew on a rag or something. But anyway, that's that's the thing you got to deal with, Mitch, as you go through here. And Denise Lucelle, the late queen of the blues, as far as I'm concerned, juke joint woman. I had a lady tell me one time. She said, "Look, we was having lunch. I was producing this show, so she was a guest of the show. We had a relationship, for a professional relationship." Where she could tell me what she felt and I could tell her what she felt. And she said, and I don't want you, I didn't even think about it. She said, and don't come with no doggone polyesters on. Well, when I was in my 30s, polyester was pretty, pretty plentiful. People did it. A guy be dressed up. You say, how the hell is he changing all these suits? Well, then you realize that he's not wearing wool, he's not wearing cotton. So he silk or nothing. I think getting these polyesters. But that's what she said. That's when Denise says it's about he's out there in those doggone slacks. That's what I think about. You're listening to classic blues and R&B. Mitch, I got one for you. Want me to slap it for you? I got an Albert King I can do. An Albert King. You want me to do it or not? Just hit me right quick. Don't be all night now telling me I can do it or not. Anyway, you're listening to classic blues here, as we do on Saturday night, Sunday morning here on WVON 1690. Each and every Saturday night, we do it, and we enjoy doing it too. So we hope you enjoy listening to it, checking it out. All right, here we go. You're listening to classic blues and R&B here on WVON. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Bill Cosby one. Hell, that's what I got up there. Hickey Burr. That's it.
Then you get some road from right side. Good Lord. Now he said, ooh, Lord. Where the heck yeah? Where the heck yeah? Where the heck yeah? Snuggle. Get turkey. Where the heck yeah? Get turkey. Woo, Lord. Where the heck yeah? Put foot. Where the heck yeah? Where the heck yeah? Put heck yeah? Woo, Lord. Where the heck yeah? Put. I love them. Eat them all the time.
Classic blues and R&B on the Talk of Chicago, 1690 WVON.
Suspicion got me down and out, and I don't know what this is all about. Telling you now it's something got you acting strange. I don't know what it is, but you're not the same. Is it me? Is it you? Is it the lies? Is it the truth? Whatever it is, I'm suspecting, so I need some proof. Oh, baby. Now, first things first, you used to hold my hand when we walked, but our flirt game's worse. You show me no affection at all. You always leave the house at 8. For the past 2 weeks, you've been leaving at 6 every day. Oh, well, baby, something ain't right. You make the wrong turn when you leave. I don't wanna believe you got some dirty tricks up your sleeve. Is it me? Is it you? Is it the lies? Is it the truth? Whatever it is, I'm suspecting, so I need some proof, baby. Got me tripping now, baby. Happy birthday to you. It's suspicious. You've been sleeping late. Oh, baby. You ain't doing me right. Come on now, baby. You need to come home at night. Oh, yeah. Whatever it is, I'm suspected, so I need some proof, baby.
Showtime.
The good news. Oh, yes. Oh, Lord. I know there's a God somewhere. God created the heavens and earth. God created you, me, and the church. God created the saints. I know there's a God somewhere. One day upon the cross.
Oh, yeah. There you heard what the bishop said. God created you and me and the church. And don't forget that, Mitch. That's what he did. He created all three of us. Well, folks, you hear the bishop there. That's bringing us to the end of another train ride here, even though Mitch had he tried to tell me we need to get on an airplane. You heard him with that old airplane noise in the background. But Mitch, I like riding the daggum train. I'm not going to get up off this rail here. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. But I enjoy riding this train every Saturday night. I'm the conductor. So you want to get up there in the plane. So you want to try to replace me. Well, you can't do that, Anyway, folks, it's been a pleasure here. You heard Eureka's Singleton. Yesterday, Saturday, was his birthday. I guess he's about 35 or somewhere in that area. Young man, he's also out of Mississippi, way down in the Hattiesburg area. It's always good to be here, to do our thing here. And it's my pleasure, being coming to you to present you with this great American music, a music that some folks want to claim jump. They think you just play B, C, D, E, F, G, and that's it. Now, folks, when you get into the real thing, it's got to come out of you. It's like God created you, me, and the church. Well, that's the same way it is when you get into the real feeling of American music. It's out of my home state, the old Magnolia State. And I'm very proud of it. And I think most of us who knows what it is are very proud of it. I've always loved it. Never been ashamed of it. Never thought of it as a second tier anything. I always thought of it as just what it is. American folk music, the music of this country. It's classic blues and R&B. And I was watching the story about Lady A. What's her name? The lady up in she's from Seattle. Excuse me. And you can imagine the Lady A. And these guys going to have a name. They call themselves Antebellum, and all of a sudden they want to change their name to Lady A, and want to force this lady to get rid of her name, which is really her name is Angel, and she's been using this as an entertainment name for many years, as Lady A, and these chumps comes along and they said, well, we're going to, file copy, trademark and a whole bunch of other stuff on it. It's interesting to see how it's going to end up though. It's, they probably got a bunch of money back there and somebody will be fighting to help them fight it. She said there was supposed to have been some kind of settlement that they had agreed to. I've been watching it, like I said, for a little while since it came out here about a month or two ago. They claimed that there was an agreement, supposedly an agreement. They offered to buy it. But anyway, folks, remember, ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. It has been a pleasure, and y'all stay out of trouble. Let's do something good for each other this coming week. Don't have me to come back up in the next Saturday night and have the world been blown apart. Until next week, may God bless and keep all of you. And don't forget, ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. Adios. Adios.
Symptoms. Florida's governor says for now it will not be moving on to the next phase of reopening. Los Angeles County public health officials ordered the continued closure of LA Apparel's clothing manufacturing facilities after the death of 4 workers and more than 300 confirmed coronavirus cases among employees. Correspondent Paul Verkaman says the owner of the company is fighting for his brand.
LA Apparel was put back together by what was American Apparel. And basically, the county health department has come down hard, saying that they were violating so many rules. The county health director saying these were flagrant violations at LA Apparel.
And the county health director says it's the responsibility of the company to ensure the safety of its workers. Businesses in beach communities and mountain getaways up and down the East Coast worried about a shortage of workers this summer season. The concern comes after the Trump administration announced last month it was extending a ban on green cards and adding many temporary visas to the freeze. I'm Barbara Cusack.
Have you ever wanted to learn a new language like French, Spanish, or Russian, but thought it would be too difficult and time-consuming? Then go to Babbel.com and try it for free. Babbel works because it's built around real life. It teaches you everyday practical conversations that you will actually use. In 15 minutes a day, you'll be on your way to speaking a new language in just a few weeks. Babbel uses a modern conversation-based technique that makes language engaging, fun, and memorable. It starts by teaching you words and phrases. Then, sentences gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations about real-life topics. Babbel is created by language experts who use the spaced repetition method to help you learn quickly and remember what you learned. With Babbel, you can speak a new language. Babbel. Language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
The Grand Canyon is open in Arizona as the state sees a rise in coronavirus-related hospitalizations and deaths. Superintendent of Grand Canyon National Park Ed Keeble says they're following guidelines to ensure they can run the park safely.
The Park Service is paying attention to all the White House, CDC, state and local public health advisories about